the road to go bird hunting. And then we're going to go to work. We got 17 and a half hours overtime last week at work. And we're still managed to do some bourbon hunting too. So skipped a couple days because we're pretty tired. But overall, pretty good experience. We'll see how many hours of overtime we do this week. The goal is at least 10. We'll do 2.5 hours on the back end of our shift for 4 days out of the 5. Put us at 27 and a half hours of overtime, so that'll still be an extra $1,000 in the check, maybe a little bit more. Plus, we get paid for holidays even if we don't work them. Gonna go to Goody Goody, see if they have anything left over from the other day. Probably not, but we'll go check. Goody Goody had a ton of stuff on Saturday. And I don't know if they put it all out, but if they did, then probably not gonna be there. But if they held some of it back, maybe we'll get something. I don't know. It seemed like every Goody Goody in the Metroplex had Blanton's Eagle Rare, Weller 107 Store Picks, Blanton's Gold. A couple of them had some other stuff too. I don't even remember what all they had, but they had an absolute ton of bottles. Looks like we got some emergency lights up ahead. Not sure which lane we need to avoid, but we're going to get in this lane and hope for the best. Looks like it's an ambulance, looks like it's moving, so hopefully the accident's not right here. Good morning, Will. We're going to go to Goody Goody since we missed their big drop on Saturday because we were working overtime, and then we're going to try 2 different specs. We're going to go to specs first, actually, because that one specs is right beside the Goody Goody. We'll do that one, then we'll do the Goody Goody, then we'll do a second specs. Goody Goody had a huge drop on Saturday, so the only hope is that they have something left behind for us to snag. So we're about 24 minutes out from the store, give or take. Obviously traffic and the way people have been driving. What's going on, Ryan? Good morning, buddy. Let me know if you want to try to capitalize on that Wild Turkey 12. I can either get you in touch with the individual, or I can make a purchase and make the address be your address, however you want to do that. The guy had several. At least that's what he said. I don't know how many more he has left, but finally trying to find some people that have it. Those international releases can be a pain to track down. Whatever I think would be better. Yeah, let me reach out to the guy and tell him I'm interested, see if he's got one. If he does, we'll see if we can get you to pay him, and I'll put your address on it. This van is literally in my lane. Are you that blind? Lady's like literally in my lane. What's the square root of 50? The world will never know. I'm sure Reese will school me. We didn't wake up to do math this morning, but maybe we should get back on the grind. I'm sure it's some decimal. Do you like kids? What is wrong with people? It's amazing. Some of these guys are straight up just thugging. Makes me wonder what these guys eat for breakfast. Do we have an answer? What the square root of 50 is? It'd be interesting. If the square root of 25 is 5, and the square root of 100 is 10, what's the square root of 50? Weather's pretty good out here. Weather's pretty good. Bright and sunny. We'll flip around so you guys can see some of that. No clouds in the forecast today, although we've had rain in the forecast the last several days. Walking to my local store, owned by a Hindu family. They usually don't have much. If they do, they'd probably sell it to somebody that they know. I mean, some of these guys, whatever they do get, they've got a friend or a favorite that they like to sell their alkyd bottles to. For $10, what is? I have no idea, nor do I want to know. We got a 2020 F-150 STX. You guys are crazy out here. And there's a fly in the truck. Gotta hate when the flies get in. We got these bushes in our front yard that attract so many freaking bugs and insects, it's ridiculous. See if we can get them to fly out the window. It'd be cool if they had rare breed rye, considering getting one. I'm not a big fan of rare breed, but I haven't tried their rye. I don't think we can do a burnout while rolling at 55 miles an hour. We are twin turboed though. Not really in a hurry to get anywhere today though, because we're going to still be early, so just cruising on by. It's amazing what people will pop into chat just to say, all typing from their mom's basement. We're out here driving, seeing the sunlight. They probably haven't seen sunlight in the last month. I can only imagine they look like Smeagol. Well, in order to drop a clutch, we'd have to have one. It's not a manual, buddy. Headed to the Specs that's over there by the Goody Goody. Then we'll go to Goody Goody right after. Then we'll go to one more Specs over in Euless. So we'll 3 stores today. We want to go to Goody Goody today because we heard that they stopped doing their raffles. So we want to know what the hell they're doing with the receipts with the phone numbers and names on them if they're not going to do a raffle anymore. So I heard they put all their bottles out on Saturday at like every location. So we'll see how that rolls. Google said 45-minute walk to get there. I'm only 10 minutes away after 15 minutes. I type from my own basement. Yeah, basement dwellers. We called out Seth on Bruzel's live stream. We called him a basement dweller. That's pretty funny. Sitting next to a DG that might go into Love's. Do a brake stand there. I didn't know you were a homosexual automatic user, L. I don't even know if you have your driver's license, buddy. Okay, so how am I supposed to drop the clutch then if it's an automatic? You're so smart, Mike. You store up, we're on the road again. Morning, Paul. Actually washing glassware right now. You know, most of the stuff we just throw it in the dishwasher and hope for the best. If we gotta re-clean it, we do. But I'm not too concerned about those good Karens breaking it. There's just so many of them. I liked it. I just drink it after, you know, we've already had a ton to drink, so probably need to drink it on a more empty stomach, more empty note. We already had like 9 pours before we got to that bottle. Trying to manual it was weird. Just takes some getting used to. The hardest part for me, at least, is trying to keep from rolling backwards when you're on a heavy incline or decline. You gotta let off the brake as you're letting off the clutch as you're giving it gas at the same time. So a lot of people will try to use 1 foot on 2 pedals and 1 foot on 1 pedal just to keep it from rolling. Best American whiskey? I don't know. That's a good question. We don't really buy American whiskeys very often. I guess we have an American light whiskey that we really like, that Master Pick 15. It's bottled by Bull Run. Driving a manual is a lost art. No, we didn't regret the buy, Tora. That was a good call. We went back and picked it up the next day. Low proof, easy flavor, good, easy drinker. For a ride, too, at the price, it was like $34.99. I can't complain. That was a good pickup, man. Getting the A over Holtz. Oh, yeah, no freaking dishwasher for antique crystal. Yeah, no, thank you. Couldn't control the clutch pressure well enough. Real men just wash them. I mean, if you had as many bottles and glassware as I do, you would probably just use a dishwasher too. Beef liver? No, thank you. I'm glad you like those, Torp, but I do not. We're not really looking for blends. If we see one though, maybe we'll pick it up. Heavy, slow down. Only people knew how to let others merge. We wouldn't have this problem. A raging alcoholic? Yeah, I'm really raging right now. I'm glad you guys are entertained though. God damn, that's the second car that almost changed lanes into us. What the fuck is wrong with people? We're all moving like 45 on the highway. You can't see the car right beside you? Damn. What's wrong with people? I'm driving just fine. That guy's merging into my lane. Maybe his prescription on his glasses are out of date. We'll get his eyes checked. Yeah, I'd rather give him a little tap on the horn than have him come into my lane and hit my car. It's amazing how oblivious people are when they're driving. That guy just cut over 4 lanes and braked too in his little tiny ass car. Almost got hit by that dump truck. That'd been funny. If only the liquor store was closer, we wouldn't have to drive as far to it. It doesn't really help us on our work situation though. I've got insurance. Doesn't mean I want to fucking use it. I'm sure you wouldn't want to be out of the vehicle for 2-3 weeks. Anytime you get in an accident too, they want to raise your freaking rates. You get too many accidents, they just drop you. I'd rather just avoid it. I'll use my insurance for hail, something I can't control, rather than a wreck, which I can't control most of the time. Sometimes you can't fix the stupid though. Yeah, I don't have any speeding tickets. I haven't had a speeding ticket in a long time. It's probably been a couple of years since we had a speeding ticket, actually. Been over a year since we've been pulled over too. Normally with the get pulled over, we'll get a verbal, sometimes a written warning. We don't always get citations. Don't jinx it. I mean, it's bound to happen eventually. I feel like everybody will get pulled over at least once in their lifetime. I think we probably should have taken that one. Oh well, we'll take the next one. Take your guys' favorite road, Hardwood Road. In your country, if you honk at someone, you're inviting them to follow you and harass you. I think you forget we're in Texas, buddy. If someone falls and harasses us, they gotta deal with a firearm. Most people don't fuck around and find out in Texas. What up, Whiskey Shaman? Good morning, sir. We're on the hunt. We're gonna go to Specs, then we're gonna go to Goody Goody, and go to another Specs. What up, Mark Duffy? You can get out of a lot of tickets just by having a conversation with the officer. Don't be a dick, be polite. I always roll down the windows, put my hands up on the wheel, normally turn the engine off and throw the keys up on the dash, or even put them on top of the cab of the truck if I've been driving too crazy for them. Might as well make it easier. Politeness does go a long ways. Normally the officers will want to talk to me about firearms for 15-20 minutes and normally just let me go. They always want to know if I'm carrying. And then for Texas by law, the definition for carry is very particular on carrying versus transporting. So normally if they ask if I'm carrying, I have to answer yes to that and give them a list of what I'm carrying technically, because basically locked and ready to go is going to be considered carrying, which we have several. Have grenades and blocks when I catch. Big pothole. Dodge that one. Found a Spec 1792 single barrel store pick last week in South Fort Worth while in town for work. And 1792 foolproof and bottled in bonds like sit on the shelf here. Single barrels have been popping up more frequently too. The 12-year and the sweet wheat, they go pretty quick though. Looks like most of the trolls in the chat left. I don't know what's wrong with people, man. Some of these guys, they have nothing better to do. Probably just need to promote some more of you guys to moderators that'll deal with them. You're not a troll, Mark. Oh, you're fine, Steve. Thought of places got 1792 bulletproof store pick in Texas. I know in Saginaw, north side Fort Worth area, they almost always have them at the Cheers off of Boat Club Road. And there's another Longhorn Spirits that's up there. They seem to always have 1792 foolproof store picks. At least I get the watch time, yeah. So if you guys didn't know, we did actually pass it. We now have memberships that are available, and we also have super chats that are enabled, and like super thanks, super stickers, all that. So we're just pushing towards full monetization of the channel, which that won't happen until 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. But I figured while we've been on the grind on doing the morning hunts, we'll try to keep it up for you guys. We'll try to show off some more stores too. I know we keep going to some of the same stores, but unfortunately that's just the nature of hunting, is you find a couple stores that are good for you. You build a relationship by going there continuously. You help buy and get them to get some sales going on their bottles. And then from there it just takes off. So figure we'll push. Last month, or the last 28 days, we pushed over 730 hours of watch time, which is pretty good. So figured from 730 hours of watch time, the next step will be trying to do that again for another month or close to it. And then the month after, that'll push us almost to our 1 year of being like active on YouTube, pushing the channel. If we hit 1,000 subscribers in the next 2 months and that 1,000 hours of watch time, that'll be full monetization of the channel, which would be freaking crazy. It'll be a huge goal for sure. That's the next big goal in my mind, is full monetization. If we can do it in 2 months to hit that 1 year mark, that'd be incredible. And a big, oh, there's Paul with the $4.99. Man, thank you so much. That's like the coolest, newest feature that we were able to unlock. We do plan on doing some big giveaways. Those giveaways I'm super excited about. We're going to be giving away bottles. What I'm probably going to do is anybody who does a super chat during that live stream and even before that live stream, so like that $4.99 will enter you in for one entry. I want to get everybody included whenever we do that giveaway. So I've got 2 Evan Williams vintage single barrels. I've got 2 of those to give away. I've got a couple other bottles too that are on the table that we might give away. We have an Eagle Rare, 2 E.H. Taylor small batches, and a Blanton's for all of our Buffalo Trace products. So we might have some bottles to give away, and I figured $4.99 an entry for bottles. We'll do free giveaways during that stream too. The free giveaways will be sample packs. It'll be 4 2-ounce samples from my collection. I'll probably pick them or pre-do some of them, that way we'll have a bunch ready to go, so it'll be more of a surprise on who gets what instead of me picking out and letting you guys decide. It just takes a lot longer. That way I get them out pretty much the very next morning. We can get them out. Anytime someone wins, I try to send that stuff out immediately. That way you guys can get it and have that excitement and joy from when you first got it to receiving it at the doorstep maybe 4 or 5 days after, depending on how far away you are. We've had pretty good success shipping stuff between California, New York, Washington, Florida. So we've covered basically all 4 corners of the lower half of the states. I got one buddy up in Canada. We haven't figured out how to ship him anything. We definitely can't do alcohol. Also got a buddy in Alaska where shipping's just brutal. So certain places we just can't get to them. We'll have lots of bottles to give away though. I'm excited. Alright, we're approaching Specs right now. We're about 10 minutes early. The service in there is kind of like washy. Sometimes we can get good service, sometimes we can't. But the Goody Goody is like 2 minutes down the street, maybe even less, maybe about a minute. So we'll definitely try to showcase that store as well. So we'll do Specs, Goody Goody, and then a second Specs today. And this Specs claims that they just put the stuff right out on the shelf. They don't hold back. They just put it out if they've got it. So I don't know when they get their trucks yet. We haven't really figured out the schedule for the store, but we'll figure we'll walk in and give it a try. So we're early still. We got some time. We got 10 minutes to kill. The Spec store number is, I guess, 1520. I'm sure it's going off the address. We're over here on the corner of Forest Ridge and Airport Freeway, over here in Bedford, right next to the Goody Goody. So we did shave. Got nothing left now. No mustache, no goatee, no scruffy beard. That was a complete train wreck and mess. We've just been lazy, refused to cut it, so we shaved, but we'll grow it back out. It's tough to rock just the mustache. It looks kind of funny, so we'll probably rock the mustache and the goatee for a bit again, but we'll see. Most of it's just laziness, like I said. It's not necessarily that we want to grow anything out. We don't really have a lot of facial hair to grow. Not sure what's going on with chat. It's like freaking out. Alright, we're showing live chat again now. Sometimes it changes it. Like we have top chat and live chat, and when it goes to top chat we miss like half the messages, so hopefully everything's tracking. Yeah, hopefully everything's tracking. I am not sure what to expect, if they'll have anything at all, but we'll see. Sir Chatty, hi everyone, how you guys doing? I am doing well. I'm hoping we can find something. Stash already growing back. Yeah, it's about a day later. Same thing. We get a little bit of fuzz growing. Hunting time, yes. Specs. This store says they put it out, they get it. I don't know if that's true or not. I know someone was asking about a Weller Special Reserve, like the big boy handle at cost plus shipping. If they have one, I'll pick it up for them. Well, I don't know. We really need to pick it up on our day off. What's up, Alice? Because I don't want to have to lug that around at work. We'll have to find a locker to store it into, and that's just a pain in the ass. That's what makes it tough too. If we find some good bottles, like we know we're gonna have to carry those around for the whole day. But we're counting down. We got 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes till the store opens. Let you guys see. Take you guys off the mount. Specs. There's one. I think this is an employee car, and then there's 2 cars over there, employee cars as well. So I am the first and only person here. Oh, see what we can find today. Starting to get better on what to look for tequila thanks to Torp as well. Why wouldn't I have a cooler in the truck always? Because then we'd have to still buy something to keep it cold, like ice and stuff like that, and gotta make sure that bottle's wrapped up. Maybe we should just leave a cooler in the truck. You have a couple bottles in your desk drawer at work, allegedly. I'm always on the move. Always on the move, so I can't really get around with putting them in a desk. We don't have a desk for me. We don't even know what we're doing half the time. Some days we're doing nothings. Other days we're dealing with international flights, and then other days we're working with the canines. Ice packs are cheap. Just throw them in on the way out. Freeze them when back home. Yeah, I guess that's true. We only have 2 ice packs in the freezer right now. Our freezer's pretty full. Whiskey Shaman says he can't do tequila. I really can't either. We're trying to get into them. Torp's definitely been pushing hard, so we've been trying some more tequila. We did buy the Mi Campo, the Repo, so we've been trying that. That was okay. I need to try that again though. You're stuck at the desk most of the time. Boring, but I get paid for it. Yeah. Ice packs for points at Specs. I mean, if they have them, maybe. Bottle kill? Man, we've only had a sip out of there. There's no way we're bottle killing a 1 liter bottle with only like a sip out of it. I don't drink tequila like some of you guys do. I don't know how you guys do it. Hey, Oscar's back in chat. What's up, Oscar? John J. Bowman single barrels dropped at Specs in Houston last week. Good to know. Maybe we can find some John J. Bowmans here. I don't know the store on how it works. They said if they get any allocations, they just put them out, but I don't know when they get their trucks. You freeze water bottles, then when you thaw them, you have a drink. I guess you could. Tequila so low proof you can sit for hours and half a bottle gone before a buzz is. I don't know about that. I feel like I'm gonna have a strong headache if I start sipping on tequila to where I'm through half a bottle. Counting down. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I think the only stores we really have to get to early for to try to get anything is the Total Wine over there in Arlington on Tuesdays and Fridays. They always have a line. Other than that, most of the stores we go to, they don't really have a line. Sometimes the other Total Wines will, but hey, what's up, Matt from Whiskey Wisdom? Ryan can't do tequila either. I always said I can't find the right one, so I've been trying more. Headaches are from the additive shitty tequilas and the sugary drinks that I like to drink. You know, if they sold at the liquor store the Gatorades that were 0 or the Powerades that were 0, I would buy them. But for whatever reason, I guess they assume people are mixing with them. They're selling the ones with sugar. I would much rather have the sugar-free. Matt, we finally did it, man. We have super chats enabled and we have memberships for the channel. So we're going to have to try to find some membership content to pump out. But the super chats is a huge upside now. We're grinding towards that 4,000 hours of watch time. At 4,000 hours of watch time, I'm hoping we'll be close to 1,000 subscribers. We're just under 600 subscribers, so we got about 400 more to go. What's up, Daniel? So after that 400 subscribers plus that 1,000 hours of watch time, we might be able to bust it all in one go. We can get the full monetization of a channel in 1 year from pushing content. Thank you, Matt. Zero sugar body armor is pretty good. Yeah. Keep grinding, my friend. Congrats. So you didn't know this before you sent that, but the goal is to take and mind all super chats that happen between now and I think next Monday. We'll need to do a post about it, and also we need to get a live like set up. But Monday we're gonna go live. I think Monday will be the stream where we're gonna give away some bottles. Anybody that's given increments of $5 will be 1 entry per $5 into the bottle raffle. We're gonna have 2 Evan Williams vintage single barrels. We'll have Eagle Rare. We got some E.H. Taylor small batch and a Blanton's. So depending on how much money we rake in, we'll continue to add bottles to that list. Right now it's going to be 2 Evan Williams vintage single barrels and probably 1 E.H. Taylor small batch. But as we continue to receive money, we'll continue to add more bottles. We don't want everybody to, well, we don't want one person to win everything. Is kind of the goal. So we'll see how that goes. Bonding over whiskey, that's why they sell drinks from mixers. Fun fact, Mountain Dew was made initially to be a mixer. Yes, sir. Michael Rodriguez, good morning, RJ. We're at the Specs right by the Goody Goody that we met at, so I'm going to Goody Goody right after. I don't think they're going to have anything from Saturday, if they even put anything out, but I am curious to find out if this store that I go to over here in Bedford, if they stopped the raffle as well, and if they just decided to put everything out and make some sales. Can't tell. I think that guy's an actual shopper. I don't think he's an employee. He might be an employee, though. He's wearing like a business shirt and pants. I think he's got a key. Yeah, he works there. Well, yeah, we're gonna do some big giveaways. I think they're opening the store up now, so we'll go check it out. See what we can find. Well, if they dropped John J. Bourbon single barrel store picks in Houston, might be looking for one of those today. We'll see though. Early times bottled in bond, 2089. See if we can mute that. Well, but try to mute that next time. That freaking Ring doorbell's gonna keep going off. Ugh. Chattanooga, but if not the Founders. The Overholt made it in the case. They put a $34.99 bottle in here. Some tequilas as well, some scotch. Código 1530, G4 Blanco, Tears of Lenoma. Maybe we'll pick up an Earthy Times bottled in bond. Our last one went to a coworker. I like the Whistlepig 10-year rye. Their small batch 10-year rye is pretty good. Some Iron Root, but no cigar blend. Early Times is getting really hard to find, and Spec still has the best price for $20.89 before taxes. It's tough to beat. They got Isaac Bowman and Bowman Brothers here, but no John Jay. Normally if they have John Jay, it goes in the case. Yeah, with the tequila, we are starting to switch over to the anejos and extra anejos. We have some blancos because that's what the girls drink, but we haven't cared for any of those really. We've had a couple that were okay. Some Willet small batch rye and some straight rye from Smoke Wagon. We're gonna have to mute all this music in the background though, otherwise this will be marked, especially with this song playing. These are 2. We're looking for 8 and 13 for the Rick House. Those Rick House numbers, 8 and 13 for Jack Daniels or the Coy Hill ones. Got all the benchmarks here still. Looks like all the Weller Special Reserves gone, but they have the Buffalo Trace. Lots of Buffalo Trace. $30 a bottle is kind of the going rate now for a lot of the early times. They're tough to find. Look at some of the Irish. Some Japanese. Most of that's gin or flip arounds. Some Macallan, Glenlivet. And they got Balvenie here as well. 16 French Oak, 14 the Caribbean Cask. This one's really good too. Caribbean Cask for $93.97 cash price, pretty good price. Glenmorangie, but I don't see the 18. I think the 18 was in the case up front. Yeah, Ed Sheeran will probably get this one marked. We'll have to mute the audio. Either all the audio or just the song. Hello? Do you have somebody that could get something out of the case for me? With the El Dorado 21 down there. Could I get a bottle of the early times? Starting to be harder and harder to find.
It is, man. It sure
And you guys have the best price in the entire Metroplex on it, so.
That's the good thing about Spitz. If you need anything else, man, just holler, okay? I'll have it up for
I'm ready to check out. That'll be it for me. Thank you.
We doing debit or cash to get 5% off?
Debit.
Go ahead, 2669.
Please. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
All right. Got the early times bottles and bones secured. We just picked up a early times, Will. Nothing crazy. Turn the camera around and do a TikTok dance in the middle of the store. What is up? How are you? Lots of highs in the chat. Ugh. Get her phone Venmo mounted up for a second. There goes the money Matt gave him. I'll let you guys in on a secret. If you send a super chat for $10, I'll only see 70% of that. So $20, I'll get $14 for it. So it doesn't even cover the early times because YouTube likes to take their cut. So we're gonna pull out of this parking lot, and by the time we pull out of this parking lot and get through this light, we'll be turning into Goody Goody. It's literally that close between the Specs and the Goody Goody. I can see the Goody Goody sign from here. Did I play game? What game? Is it better to donate another way? It is actually. That's why I normally put my Venmo and my PayPal in the description, because I get 100% of the PayPal or the Venmo funds. I know it doesn't pop up on screen and you guys don't get to have your little message that I read out loud, but on the Monday Night Lives, when we're live streaming from the computer, if you send money via Venmo or PayPal, if I don't get notified and you ping me in the chat saying, hey, check Venmo or PayPal, you can type a message there and I'll read it out loud if you would like. Or if you don't want me to read it out loud, please put do not read out loud as like the very first thing that you put in the message, and then I'll keep it out of there until after the stream we'll talk about it, or I can send you guys a message back afterwards. So quite a few cars at Goody Goody today, more than normal at least. Except Bitcoin Lightning for no middleman. I also take Zelle, yeah. Jesus called me out. We also take Zelle. I don't post my Zelle though in the description. But yeah, they take a big chunk from YouTube, which it's understandable. I mean, it's their platform, but I think 30% cut's pretty high. Walk past it. Lots of barrel product. Still have some really barrel here. Batch 15 and batch. I think they're on like batch 35 or 36. Oh. Some single barrels of Old Elk. This one the label's upside down on. Let's update it on. You don't have to do that unless you just really want to, bonding over whiskey. I saw the Fragrant store picks. They got a bunch of them now. They got 6 of them for $84.99. Not really our flavor profile though. Barrel going broke. So many bottles I've never seen before. Yeah, no, this is crazy. This is just a whiskey too. We only really show off the whiskey. Barrel 2, so we need 8 or 13 for the Rickhouse number. We don't need it, but that's what we're looking for. Henry McKenna's, got a bunch of them for $59.99. Some big bottles of the Evan Williams Hero Edition. Some flavored stuff. And then we move into the Texas stuff. I have been thinking about buying one of these honeydews. It's not actually honeydew, it's just infused with honey for $73.99 from Garrison Brothers, because we do like Garrison Brothers. So one of the days we'll probably pick that up as a bottle. Yeah, they have a crazy good variety at these stores. Hold Overholt Bundles and Bonds, $27.99 for $34.99. You can get the A Overholt though. So we picked up that A Overholt the other day. They do have the pick, $64.99 for the non-pick, and then $64.99 for the pick. So it says specially selected for Goody Goody. So I have a feeling that they're just giving the barrel. I do have Fortaleza. The Corazon I heard is not that good just because they're using the allocated whiskey barrels to sell it. You can go look at the tequila though. The G4 I do look at that. El Tesoro, I haven't looked at that one, and the Tapatio, we haven't looked at that one either. We just don't know enough about tequila. We're still learning. Torp has been educating us slowly as he cramps Bitcoin down our throat till we accept it. The tequila selection here is just not the best, unfortunately, compared to some of the other stores. Here's the Corazon, the Arepo, and the Blanco. Mi Campo's down there too, $24.99. I think we paid $22.99 for a 1 liter though. Here's the Ocho up top, $45.59. G4, $47.99 for the G4 Blanco. Honeydew is flavored whiskey. Not really, it's just honey infused. The name is very deceitful. It's honey infused Garrison Brothers, so that's why I think I'm probably gonna like that. Here's a Lenomo for $2.99. The Overholt, I didn't really find that it was minty by any means. Let's go on this aisle, I think.
I don't know why they changed it. It just updated and it looks like that now. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you? It's owned by Heaven Hill. I didn't know they were owned by Heaven Hill. Wow. I think we're going to buy some energy drinks at this store, and then we're going to go to our next specs. We'll go check the allocated case. Sorry, I'm trying to juggle 2 drinks in my hands. Let me get them set up, and then I can carry them. There we go. $85.60 for the Booker's nose barrel. I don't think that's the one though. Ooh, they have the Hispanic Heritage Collection with the F1 racer Sergio Perez Patron for $41.59. I got a curious question about one of the bottles in your allocation cabinet. If you got a second?
Yeah. Which one do you have a question about?
So you got one Booker's back there. Is that the same one that's on sale for $85.60, or is that a different batch?
No, that's the only bottle.
Okay, perfect. I'll pick that one up then.
Okay.
You guys checking out on register 1, or where do you got me at?
It's gonna be all the way at the end there.
Perfect. Getting a bottle of Booker's.
you got an Uber pickup, it'll be all the way at the end over there, sir. Yep. And are you a member of Bottle Club?
I am. I don't think I get anything for it though. For this one, but I'll put it in.
Yep. Yeah, no points today. 99.14 for you. Appreciate it.
Now, are you guys still doing the raffle, or?
So we're doing the raffle.
Okay. So I heard that
Saturday.
you guys are stopping the
It's
raffle.
gonna be the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, they're telling us that.
A lot of them, the last Saturday, a lot of stores just put everything out.
So we did that too, but we had already told so many people, hey, we're doing this raffle this day.
Yeah.
So we put out half of our stuff last Saturday.
Okay. Okay.
And that's how it was, because we called them, we're like, hey, I know this is what you want to do, but we've already communicated.
So I'm gonna put my name and number on this one and go for.
I was like, we've already communicated with our customers that this is what we're doing. We don't want to just.
I was
put
just
it all
curious
out.
on how that worked. And then, do you guys know what all you guys got? Did you get the Weller 107 store picks too, or no?
No.
A couple locations did, and I was like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. I know.
I had to work, man. I was working overtime. I did like a 14-hour day that day, so.
We don't have too much on the raffle, like quantity-wise, but we have Blanton's Gold, and Eagle Rare on the
Okay, so Blanton's Gold would be the obvious
Yeah.
one to try to pick up.
Yeah,
That's the harder
for
one to
sure.
find, but thank you. So this Saturday they're drawing?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, thank you. Another receipt in the hat. Well, they had a Booker's for the cheapest price I've seen in the Metroplex for some time. They normally have them at $100 at this location, so the fact that they're charging good price on this one, we had to pick it up. So we're gonna put this in the back real quick. Looks like we're gonna be dragging around at Early Times and a Booker's today. Yeah, we said the phone number last time. We're not doing it this time. We're trying not to make that mistake. Tax is crazy. Tax is $8.25 here. So the only reason why it was that price is because we also got two monsters at like $2.29 a piece. All right, let's see if we can get the specs involved. Go to this last location. What batch? I think it's a 2024-01, which we have a sample of, but we're not going to wait for the sample. We're just going to go ahead and pick it up for the price. We only had one left. Oh yeah, you forgot about the monsters. Yeah, no. Tax rate's not that crazy, it's just the monsters. You're looking for 2023-02. I had a batch of 2023-02 almost 6 months ago, but I don't have like any Bookers right now, so picking up a Bookers is pretty nice. Thank you, Carl. We picked up a Bookers and an Early Times bottled and bond between Goody Goody and Specs, so we didn't know we were buying bottles today, but we bought some bottles. Trying to make sure we actually yield to the ramp like we're supposed to, because some people don't. Yeah, so the Early Times was $20.89, and the last bottle we picked up, I know you guys saw us pick up one just the other week. That went to a coworker of mine who really likes that bottle. And then the Bookers, I think, will be for me. We have a sample of it, so we can try it before we decide whether we like it or not, but we'll see. Stock a lot of decreased price, like the Specs is selling Garrison small batch for 65, single barrel for 85. Seems like Garrison needs to change it. Their prices have always been crazy, unfortunately. We haven't been happy with Garrison Brothers prices in a while. Chicago. We got our samples in the other day from pretty much everyone. I don't think we're expecting anything else unless Torup's still sending us additional samples. I think everything else has arrived, so. Did you like the Booker 2023-02? I want to say that was the Apprentice batch, and it wasn't a favorite of a bunch of people, but I thought it was solid. I mean, it's Jim Beam, it's high proof, It's got that peanut nutty earth note that Jim Beam products have. I think it's good, but if you don't like that flavor profile, then maybe you won't like it. But pretty much all Jim Beams are going to have that flavor profile. It did arrive, yes sir. I'm sorry, I try to normally respond back letting you know that samples arrived, but they all arrived. They were all in one piece. It took me a minute to cut all the saran wrap off, but we got them. I'm excited, man. Especially that Sagamore, that maple cast finish. I'm excited for that one. You know, Bobby from Bad Axe Bourbon hates Garrisons. I think he's probably one of those people that probably hates it for the reason that I don't really care for them, and that's their price point. I think the stuff is good. Dude, I have to merge onto the highway. What an asshole. This guy in his freaking work truck now, he's slamming on the brakes. There's no room to merge onto the highway. He cuts over in front of me and then brakes. Oh well, what can you do? Tried the 94 proof single barrel and it was good, but not the single barrel, or not the $110 I paid. Losing a bet good. Yeah, if you're gonna get the single barrels, you pretty much need to just go after the big boy single barrels. You need to go after the higher proof ones, like the 128 proof and above. But those you're gonna pay more. Some of those they want like $160, $170 for them. Which is why, for me, I pretty much only buy their limited releases from Garrison Brothers. If I'm going to spend the money, I'm going to spend big and buy big. That's why we have 4 Cowboy Bourbons. I think that's one of the better offerings that might actually be close to worth its price. I don't know when we'll try them, though, Daniel. That's the thing. Like, so last week, we didn't drink at all because we worked so many hours. We only drank on just last Monday and Tuesday, which were my days off. So we'll get to them eventually, but we just have so many. I have 87 samples right now. The guy wanted the 94 proof one and he won the bet, so his choice, yeah. What is cool though, if you don't go down to High Texas and you get a bottle of Garrison Brothers single barrel, is you can dip them yourself. They'll let you dip them in the wax yourself and even take the little star and stamp the top of the bottle, which is pretty cool. Not much different than like Maker's Mark or anything like that, but it is kind of cool that, because I think then they let you bottle and wax seal it. I think they let you put the bottle underneath and fill it. Okay, we're almost there. I was like, I don't know or remember going this way to get there. Different way, I guess. Gonna go left on North Main and then we'll go right. We're almost there though. We're 4 minutes out from the specs. It'll be our last store we hunt. I've never even been to a distillery, if it makes you feel any better. We've gone to lots of breweries when we used to drink beer, but we don't really drink beer anymore. I've just never made the time or effort. We had one that was in the works that I was going to go to, and then that kind of fell through, and then we've been waiting for Jeff to capitalize on a couple different trips that we were talking about, but I don't know if and when we'll go to those, but there's like 3 more distilleries on the books. We were looking at, what was it? Something Rose. It wasn't 4 Roses, but it's like a rose, Yellow Rose. That's in Texas. And there's like 2 others, including Buffalo Trace is one of them. But I don't know if and when I'll be able to get a Buffalo Trace, because when they want to go, I'll have other commitments here. So trying to make the schedule line up and work. I don't know if we'll make it happen. Try the TX Distillery in Fort Worth. I haven't. I've tried TX whiskey and I haven't been a fan of it, so I don't know if I actually want to go there for my first distillery. I kind of want to drive down to High, Texas and just go to Garrison Brothers, to be honest. I kind of hope we don't find anything at the specs, otherwise my backpack's going to be heavy today. Getting ready to turn on your guys' favorite road, East Hardwood Road. Another place we were looking at that I wasn't sure if I would like either was Oak and Eden, the one that does all the staves. And you basically pick one of the 4 bases that you like for your whiskey, and then you pick the flavor profiles you want through staves, and then you add staves to it to get the desired profile you want. So I was looking at doing that. We were going to go as a group is another reason why I was going to even go, because I'm not really a big fan. If it takes a stave to change the flavor profile that much, then I feel like they're not doing something right. That's just me. If I'm going to go to High, I might as well go to Austin and check out Still Austin. I don't like Still Austin though, that's the problem. I like a couple of their offerings, the Blue Corn and the High Rye, but man, we had that one single barrel cash drink that was so horrendous. It kind of scared me away from Still Austin. Plus, I'm just not a fan of Austin, Texas in the first place. I would like to go to San Antonio though with my dad, because he takes trips down there and go see Mr. Patrick Kelly, aka Locktar, over at Rebecca Creek Distillery. That'd be pretty cool. This fire kind of ruined it for me. Too much wood. Yeah, it's kind of weird how they do that. Going through the light and we're turning right. We're almost there. Still awesome to rise or better. Only a couple of vehicles here, so either people have already come and gone, or they haven't got a truck, or we're not expecting anything. We'll see if they got anything. It seems like they pretty much have the same stuff every time, but the allocated stuff goes pretty quick, so it could just be me missing it. You know what is near Galveston, going there next month for a fishing vacation. I'll have to get back with you on Discord, because I'll have to kind of look. There's a few things around there. I've been to Galveston a couple times, but it's been several years. At least more than 10 years, I should say. Alright, well, we got our energy drinks. Let's see if we have something up here. Let's see if we restock the snacks. Let's grab a Powerade or Gatorade too for work. No signature on your short barrel, yeah. Someone's gonna have that one though. These days, someone's gonna have it. No allocated bottles here that we have to pick up at least, so we'll just pick these up and go.
So it says we have 6, but I don't know where it's at. Okay, so how are you?
Good.
Hi, welcome in.
So what is she looking in for? I was shopping here so much, I might know what it said. Some kind of liqueur.
I don't know. It's a liqueur.
That's numbing.
Oh my gosh, it works.
I think their system works.
Yeah. Oh, that hurt my ear.
Ugh.
$7.60.
Shit,
Would you like a bag?
Oh, please.
Is this bag okay?
Yeah. I guess your guys' alarm works.
Yes. And now my eardrums are
Not working.
Yeah. Like, dang.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Total white man, you must have been there and pulled the security alarm. No, they had some like contractors over here on the side of the building. They were probably trying to test something and they probably opened a door without it being disarmed. But that hurt. Ugh, got us a little snack and a Powerade. Oh. No, I didn't rob the place. Those are just a small batch smoke wagons. I don't think those were anything special. That was just the 4th of July one. Ooh. That is funny though. I did not expect them to do that. That really hurt my ears. Man, it's weird. Some days we can show that store off and other days we can't. Today was one of those days where we really couldn't show anything because it kept buffering. And even if it does connect, half the time it's super blurry, so it's kind of relying on me to call out what they have. But I didn't really see too much today. I didn't see any Knob 12 like they normally have, so I think they sold out of that. They didn't have any early times bottled and bonds, so all that was gone too. Yeah, on stream they made it look darker because they had the outside lighting coming in and it looked pretty dark through there, so we'll see. I don't think they were though. I'll have to check next time. They're just a small batch. I'll try to catch it on my island replay and check it out and see how dark they actually was up here. They didn't have anything for me though today. Nothing I had to have either. Ugh. Well, we'll get to work and we'll do our normal shift and then probably stay 2.5 hours after for smoke time. I'm trying to put some money away for a new vehicle. My truck's fine, but we're trying to get my wife a new vehicle, so I figure the more money I can stash away, the better. That alarm was very nauseating though. I got my snack and a Powerade, so they did have something, just nothing that I had to have. They restocked. Last time we had to ask them, like, hey, when are you guys going to restock? Because we like the little meat cheese roll-ups, the hard salami. Probably just need to make our own. Probably be cheaper. Buy a block of cheese, cut it up in long strips, and just roll it with some large pepperoni or hard salami. Some of these guys are brave out here. This guy's riding his bicycle basically on the side of the front of the road. People drive crazy out here. Well, they have vendors that come in for those stores, so whatever their vendor comes in, that's when they'll restock, but they don't always bring it. So he said they've been behind by I think a couple of weeks. They hadn't brought it in 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm just glad they got restocked on us because that was something we have used to help build points. They always round up, so if you buy something that's like $7.01, you'll get 8 points, which 8 points doesn't sound like a lot, but you do that a few days a week or a few days a month at least, it'll add up. The reason why we need points with them isn't necessarily for the perks, but more so if we want to purchase an allocated bottle, they've been subtracting points for allocated bottles, and if you don't have the points, they won't sell you the bottle. So we've had some people where they've tried to make them put bottles back, and I don't want to be one of those guys that has to put a bottle back because I don't have the points. So I'm trying to find some regular offerings to purchase for these places. how Specs rounds up to the next dollar on change for points. Yeah, even if it's only a penny, they'll round up, which is great because it's kind of a way to if you know the price of your stuff before you buy it, it benefits you. Now, if you're already like 96, like yeah, obviously they need to round up. But the fact that they'll round up even if you're a penny over $1 is nice. We need more bottles that we can buy that are like everyday shelfers and stuff like that that are better or really good bottles that are easier to find. The A Overholt from Torup that he called out, that was a good one to pick up because that helped give us some more points. I think we'll probably end up picking up one of those Garrison Brother Honeydews as well. I think our monster cans are rolling around back there, so we'll have some cleanup to do. At the end of this, when I find a place to park, we'll get a picture for the thumbnail, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one. Just concluding this live stream, just trying to find a good, safe place to park. Cooking brunch, and my cheese-eating cat is in here begging for cheese. That's awesome, man. We had a cat that would eat pretty much anything and everything. I still remember when we ordered Popeye's chicken sandwiches, and the cat snatched the chicken patty off my wife's sandwich and took off across the house eating the whole chicken patty. Had to fight the cat to get it back. Later, Ryan. I know they see left lane closed. I hope they're not trying to cut in front of me now. Always doing construction somewhere. They don't even need to close the left lane. They're not even using the left lane. They just got a couple of their work vehicles parked over there, tearing up some dirt. Looks like they might be making a new entrance or on-ramp right there. Yeah, you don't think I don't think I'd want it either if the cat had its paws all over. It was more of just trying to take it away from the cat because the cat didn't even eat a whole chicken patty. Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat something that the cat's shit diggers touched as well, but I also don't want to see the cat get sick from trying to eat an entire chicken patty. Talking about it the other day, I'm kind of curious on how many employees actually work at the airport in total. I feel like it's going to be thousands. I think my guess is around 5,000 or 6,000 people probably work at this airport. Let's see if we can find some parking. Biggest issue is parking. I wish they had more parking. I guess it's a good day today, though. Got a Booker's for under $100. I mean, Total Wine's been selling for $109 before taxes, which I think is outrageous. So I am happy about that. Hate that alarm. Yeah, that was kind of annoying, but that's our alarm to make sure we left for work so we get to work on time. On the days that we don't go hunting, we just leave it on though. No parking here. Guess we'll go park in the back 9. Get the turners back on July 1st to go back to work. We'll have some more vacation coming up soon. A couple days, nothing crazy. How are you going to keep pulling forward? Just wait till I leave. It's not enough room for 2 vehicles. I just kept coming. Find some parking on the back road. There's always parking on the back road. No one wants to walk. Everybody's lazy around here. Found parking. People are too damn lazy to walk across the parking lot. We don't have parking in the back now. Well, this is going to end of that live stream, guys. Keep a lookout on Monday night. Probably like around 7:30, 8 p.m. Central. We're going to try to go live, and we're going to do a big giveaway. So anybody from now to then and during that live stream that does a $5 donation will be 1 entry per $5, so you can get as many entries as you want. That will be for the bottles, but we will also be doing free giveaways for sample packs. So hope to see you guys there, and I'll see you guys for the next one.